Hey Hammerfile fans, welcome to the range. We're back here in the Midwest, getting prepared for an out west muzzleloader elk hunt. I have 4 different bullets that I've chosen that I'm going to test on the range today. Because out west we can't shoot our whitetail loads with a sabot, so we kind of shifting gears and going a little bit bigger, full caliber, 50 caliber. So these are the 4 bullets I'm going to shoot. From left to right there is a Federal Premium bore lock, copper in 270 grains. Next is a Federal Premium bore lock, lead in 350 grains. Next up is the THOR 300 grain copper in a 503. And next is the Fury. It's also in a 503. Because I ordered the sample pack from THOR and sized my Thompson Center Encore barrel, and it is a 503. So let's sit down here at the range and burn some black powder. I'll also be shooting 87 grains. And that's by weight. And yes, I do have a scope on my muzzleloader yet to get the most accuracy out of these bullets. And then I'll be taking it off and putting on a peep sight and shooting the front sight. So let's burn some powder. A few things that I have found that I do like is the big powder charges. I think they're actually from, they are from Blackhorn 209. By volume, it looks like it's like 115 grains by volume, but we're actually measuring it to be exactly 87. I also use, from a long time ago I bought this, it's called a spin jag. It actually, sorry about that. It actually rotates without the ramrod rotating, so in theory it's taking your bullet down the barrel with the riflings. But these bore locks load really easy. The copper and the lead both load just extremely easy. So that's one thing that is nice about those. So here we are with the 75-yard test. This is the bore lock in copper. 75 yards with 87 grains. These were the first 2, and then it pitched one just a little bit. I mean, we're only 1.5 inches apart. Next up is the Federal bore lock in the lead. That bullet right there, 350 grains. My aiming point hasn't changed, it's always right here in the center. It's a little bit low. Still only about 1.5 inches apart, you know. Totally acceptable in my book. Then we go to the Fury, 503 Fury. Here's the bullet there. It actually does take a little cardboard wad in between the bullet and the powder. They're probably the hardest ones to load. 87 grains again of buckhorn. 3 shots, still all really acceptable in my book. Then the THOR in a 503, 75 yards. 3 of them still. I mean, we're, you know, you can cover those with a, I don't know, shooting pretty good, really. We're going to back up now and we're going to shoot them all at 150 yards, so stay tuned. So let's load a 503 THOR. You maybe see the difference between loading a bore lock, which seems to be pretty loose, to a true fit to the bore fit THOR. It's going to load quite a bit harder, but still it's just nice and tight. You can feel it go down and seat on the powder, so it feels real good. THOR, 150 yards. Let's load the 503 Fury, the last one of my 150 yard test. 87 grains again. Just got done cleaning the rifle. The little cardboard disc. Just a little fella, fits kind of tight in there. It's a big 320 grain knurled, and it loads hard. They're really tight right there in the beginning. They go down really nice and just set down there on the bottom tight. One more shot, 150. Give you some results here shortly. So in conclusion here, I'll show you the results. This is the Federal Premium bore lock 270 grain copper, a 2-shot group at 150 yards, and that is the 3-shot group at 75 yards. Next is the bore lock lead at 350 grains. Right there's the bullets. I didn't shoot that at 150 yards, but there's the 3-shot group at 75 yards. Next is the Fury bullet at 150 yards. 2 shots, clean bore, both of them. All these are clean bore shots. And there's the 3-shot group at 75 yards. Then over to the THOR, which is a 300 grain 503 THOR. 2 shots at 150 yards. And the 3-shot group at 75 yards. All in all, guys, all in all, looks like they'll all do the job. The Federal loads the easiest, the Fury loads the hardest, the THOR's kind of in the middle. So you can draw your own conclusion. I'm not here to tell you what to do, because actually I don't even know what I'm going to shoot yet. But it's time to take the scope off and start shooting some iron sights. So thanks for watching. Until next time, happy hunting. Let's get busy.